This is the Boston Celtics news feed on CLNS. Today is Tuesday, December 12th. This is Pat Kozelka reporting for CLNS Media, the leading online provider of audio and visual content for the Boston Celtics. With Kyrie Irving, Marcus Morris, and of course Gordon Hayward sitting out the second night of a back-to-back, the Celtics came out and looked like it was the second night of a back-to-back, shooting a poor percentage and playing bad defense, which led to a 23-point loss to the lowly Chicago Bulls. The Celtics will need as much rest as they can get. Wednesday night versus the Denver Nuggets starts a stretch where Boston plays 15 games in 19 days. During this tough stretch, the team plays games against Indiana, Houston, Cleveland, Washington, and Minnesota. This will certainly test the Celtics' fight and conditioning. Let's hope we can see another win streak started Wednesday night at the Garden. This just in. Few updates on the Celtics' injuries. Kyrie Irving has been upgraded to probable for tomorrow night, while Al Horford and Marcus Morris will sit. Morris will sit with the knee, and Horford will sit just to get some rest for the stretch coming up. Last night, before the game, Shams Charania tweeted, quote, "Boston forward Marcus Morris is expected to miss extended time as he and the team work on a solution for nagging left knee," end quote. This has been ongoing since the beginning of the season. Marcus sat out last night and after the game said he didn't know if it would be 2 weeks or 2 months. We likely won't know the plan until after Marcus talks with Coach Stevens and the training staff when they get back to Boston today. In a piece written by Jared Weiss of the USA Today, he documented how Marcus and brother Markieff are North Philadelphia natives and got in the holiday spirit by donating around $6,000 to pay off layaway balances for shoppers at the Adams Avenue Walmart in North Philly. The Morris brothers' mother was at the Walmart passing out the gifts because Marcus and Markieff were both traveling with their respective teams. Quote, "Even though we play in Boston, even though we play in Washington, Philly is still our family," said Mrs. Morris. A great way for players to give back to where they call home. LiAngelo and LaMelo Ball turned professional and agreed to contracts with Lithuanian First Division basketball club, sorry if I butcher the name, Prienų Vytautas. A congratulatory tweet was sent out by Big Baller Brand saying, quote, "It's not about the money for the Ball brothers. They have a passion to play basketball and to experience playing as pros was the goal. They have accomplished this mission and are excited to be playing on the same team to top it off. The Big Baller way," end quote. LiAngelo is eligible for the draft next year, but the general consensus is that he would not hear his name called out among the 60 players drafted. LaMelo, however, isn't eligible for the draft until 2020. He will be in Lithuania for 3 seasons before he can enter the draft. A 5-star recruit and the number 4 player ranked in his class looks to have a better chance than his middle brother being drafted in 2020, depending on his development. Listen up, Hoops fans! Basketball season is back, and now that your favorite hardwood heroes have returned to action, it's time for you to put your fantasy knowledge to the test to win huge cash prizes every night, playing one-day fantasy basketball at DraftKings.com. At DraftKings, there are so many ways to play. You can choose from public contests with huge cash prizes or private contests where you can compete against your friends. They've even got beginner and casual contests where you'll play against people of similar skill level. And of course, the best part, you get to draft a brand new team each day. Huge cash prizes and bragging rights await only at DraftKings. Use code CLNS at DraftKings.com to play free with your first deposit for your share of $10,000 in total prizes tonight. Don't wait. Use code CLNS at DraftKings.com now to choose your lineup. That's code CLNS at DraftKings.com, the game inside the game. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. Lastly, in a short update I received from the NBC Sports Boston app, said Gordon Hayward may step out of his walking boot permanently on Wednesday. Keep going, Gordon. Can't wait to see you back on the floor. Until next time, follow CLNS on Twitter at CLNS Media and subscribe to the Celtics newsfeed, both on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as the CLNS Media Network mobile podcast app. This has been Pat Kozelka for the Celtics newsfeed.